Alright guys, I haven't posted in a long time. I ended up buying another R32. My last one, I sold it about 2 years ago, and they completely restored it and painted it and did all this work to it, but it had high mileage and it just wasn't worth it to me to put any money into it. But this one is in such better condition. Previous owner did a resonator delete. It sounds amazing. He did a windshield wiper delete, which I think they look good without them, so I'm gonna leave it. Stock suspension, stock wheels. I did put wheel spacers on it just to give it a little bit more of an aggressive stance. I ended up changing the front grille already because I hated having a front grille with the factory holes, so I shelled out the money and I ended up buying a brand new one, and it's worth it. Interior, had to do a couple things. I had to replace the headliner. I'm not completely done with it. You can tell I have to put these grab handles in, which honestly it's the hardest part. Interior is pretty clean. It's got the dash tray. It's got the Euro cup holders with, I've never seen this before. It's like a bottle opener too that comes out. Apple CarPlay unit. I put some extended paddles on it. Best part about this car is my last one was lit up like a Christmas tree. There are no lights on the dash. Sounds pretty good too. Thing shifts really good. Previous owner did clutch packs, so drives a hell of a lot better than my last one did. I might do exhaust tips. I heard that can help a little bit with the rasp, but honestly, the resonator delete sounds so good. My last exhaust was fully catless with the MagnaFlow catback, and it was too loud. It sounded really good, but this has no drone on the highway whatsoever, and it's loud when you want it to be. Like, and it sounds really loud from the outside.
All right, so here we got Anthony's R32 on the lift. I'm sure you guys already know what's going on, but drop the car off to get some new struts and lowering springs, because these are all original. They're pretty crusty. Those shocks got to be worn out inside. He's getting new front brakes because these are warping pretty bad. Back here, rears are in pretty good shape. Already got some new shocks and H&R lowering springs installed. ECS top hat's already there. The rear lowering springs and shocks on these R32s are insanely easy to do. I mean, maybe 3 bolts. The whole lower control arm comes down, pop the shock out, pop the spring out. Super easy. But this thing's gonna be pretty good when it's lowered down. It's gonna be nice and flush finally. Get back to you guys when this thing is on the ground, ready to go. All right, so before I put this car back on the ground, I just want to give you guys some pointers for the fronts here. The original struts are going to be most likely stripped. Well, not stripped, but if you can see that nut right there on the original strut, this just spins in the actual rubber top hat here, and you got to be able to get some type of 1/4 inch socket with a swivel to actually hold that, and then hold the top under here. Those bolts, you gotta hold that one up top of the ratchet or whatever you gotta do. but you got to make sure to hold these because they strip out. But other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory. Comes out of the knuckle, axle, lower control arm. But yeah, it's gonna look pretty good. About to do these front brakes and then throw the wheels on, see how it looks.
Why are you talking shit about my boots? What's wrong with my boots?
Nothing. A little unnecessary.
What? Well, I haven't uploaded in a long time, but I bought a new car. You guys have been asking for what happened to the Mark V R32, so here it is. The VR6, all-wheel drive, 6-speed manual. We're gonna make a lot of content on this.
You look like a Subaru driver right now.
Okay, come on, tuck my shirt.
Now it looks more gay.
But my boy Kyle over here did all the maintenance.
Upgrades, baby, upgrades.
Upgrades, we did. Day one, we did oil change, spark plugs, coil packs. Kyle over here, I just dropped off, he has his brand new shop. What did you do, Kyle?
I did some brand new struts in the front, shocks in the rear, ECS tuning, solid top hats for the rear shocks, and I also put in some H&R Lowering Springs. So I dropped it about 1.5 inches all the way around. Definitely a good drop. And the factory struts on these cars, they don't ride as smooth, in my opinion. So now you get, a little more sporty feeling, and it's low.
VR6, baby.
Oh.
Of course, got to do a little cheap intake, get that growl, get that noise, but this thing is pretty solid. And I welded on some new tips. This is the factory exhaust with just a resonator delete. When I bought this car, it did not come with a headliner. And let me tell you, this sucked. This was so bad. Oh, God. Fucking bitch. God damn it. Very clean for a Mark V.
Yeah, drivetrain wise, it's pretty good.
This thing drives awesome.
No oil on the underside, no nothing.
Yeah.
Fresh training.
But we got to let the springs settle a little bit. We got the wheel spacers on, got the H&R springs. But I'm back. I got another one. I'll upload some more videos of driving clips, sound clips. These cars are getting harder and harder to find. And
Especially clean.
yeah, and I love the blue. It's my first blue car.
Is it really?
Yeah, I've never owned a colored car. Except for the truck.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
That doesn't count. But here it is. If you guys want to see more of it, I'm sure the R32 guys will want
Dude,
to.
like 80% of your fans are commenters about how they want you to do more of their
Yeah.
videos. So
I got one. Here it is. So let me know what you guys want to see. I'll upload a little bit more. I've just been super busy, but she's clean. Thank you again, Kyle.
you got it anytime.